Hi everyone, my name is Ahmed and today we are going to discuss a chapter from class 11, that is trigonometric functions. So we have the name of the chapter here, trigonometric functions. Okay, basically this chapter is in class 11 CBSE board. Okay, same chapter we have discussed in the class 10th, right? But in that 10th grade we have the name of the chapter was trigonometry only. Trigonometry we have discussed. So basic of trigonometry we already know that. Okay, so in the trigonometry what we have discussed, we have discussed about the six trigonometric ratios. What were the ratios? Sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec and cot. So this trigonometric ratio we have already discussed in the class 10th, right? Okay, same thing we will discuss, but we will treat this ratio as a function. Okay, we already know about the function. We did the first chapter, function chapter. Okay, so let's start the chapter. So now before starting the topic here, trigonometry, we have to understand the concept of angles here. Okay, so what is angles here? Let's say we have a circle. Let's say this is a circle and this circle, this is center. Okay, now I'm taking some part of the circle which is known as the arc of the circle. Let's say this is an arc of a circle. Okay, and this is arc is making some angle at the center. Let's say this angle is theta. Okay, this angle is theta and this arc length is, let's say, L here. Okay, to find this angle theta we have we can find this angle theta by dividing this arc length and divided by the radius. So from here we can get the value of the angle here. Okay, now here theta is measured in radian. Theta is measured in radian here. Okay, because the unit SI unit of the angle here, it is radian. Okay, now whenever we are drawing the angles, so basically we need two rays. The first ray is called initial ray and one more ray is there which is called terminal ray. So basically initial ray is moving ray, a fixed ray, and the terminal ray is moving ray. Okay, to measure the angle we have to move in the anti-clockwise direction, and this anti-clockwise direction angle is considered as positive. So this inclination between the initial ray and the terminal ray is called the angle here. Okay, so anti-clockwise movement will give positive angle, while clockwise angle will give negative angle. Okay, now now so we have six trigonometric ratio, right? So in the six trigonometric ratio, let's see the Cartesian plane here first. Okay, we'll find the value of all the six trigonometric ratio based on the angle. Let's say this is 0 degree here, this is 90 degree, and this is 180 degree, this is 270 degree, and again it is completing cycle which is 360 degree. Okay, here we will measure the angle in radian, right? We know that unit of angle is radian, so we have to remember it. Pi radian is 180 degree. Okay, so 2 pi will be 360 degree, pi by 2 will be 90 degree. So I will write it here. This is pi by 2, 180 degree is pi, and 270 is 3 pi by 2. Okay, and 360 is 2 pi. Okay, so this is the radian measurement of the angle. Now when the angle is in first quadrant, means 0 degree to 90 degree, means the theta is in the first quadrant, 0 degree to 90 degree. So in this case, in the first quadrant, all trigonometric ratios are positive. All trigonometric ratios are positive here. Okay, now in when the angle is moving in the second quadrant, means the terminal ray is here in the second quadrant. So in that case only sine and cosec is positive, rest other are negative. If our theta is in the fourth quadrant, means third quadrant, means theta is in the third quadrant. In that case, we have tan theta and cot theta is positive, rest other are negative. While similarly in the fourth quadrant, we have only sec theta and cos theta are positive here, while others are negative here. Okay, I hope you guys understood the concept of this angle measurement. So 0 to 90 degree all positive, 90 to 180 degree means second quadrant, sine and cosec is positive, third quadrant 180 degree to 270 tan and cot is positive, and 270 to 360 cos and sec is positive. Okay, now we will see the formula. Some formulas are there, like we have complementary angle formula, supplementary angle formula, and more formulas are there that we will form it. Okay, by using that formula we can find any value of trigonometric ratio. Okay, not any value, we will find any angle here. Okay, so let's start here. So let's say we have some formulas are there. Let's say we have first one is sine of 90 minus theta, then the second one is cos 90 minus theta. This is for the first quadrant, and the tan is 90 minus theta. So in the first quadrant we have here all positive, so sine will be cos, sine will change into cos, cos will change into sine, and tan will change into cot. So one thing you have to remember, whenever it is odd multiple of 90, odd means 1 3 5 7. Okay, if whenever it is odd multiple of 90, sine will remain, sine will change into cos, cos will change into sine, tan will change into cot. Okay, so if it is odd multiple, sine will change cos, cos will change sine, tan will change cot. Okay, now when if it is even multiple of 90, like we have 90 times 2 4. So while if it is even multiple of 90, so sine will, what will happen, sine will remain sine. Okay, cos will remain cos, tan will remain tan. So here let's say we have sine of 180 minus theta, cos of 180 minus theta, tan of 180 minus theta. Okay, now this is for the second quadrant. 180 minus theta is lying in the second quadrant, so sine 180 minus theta will be sine theta, cos 180 minus theta will be cos theta, tan will be tan theta, but the sine will be here, sine is in the second quadrant positive, rest other are negative, so we'll take this sine. Okay, now similarly we can do more angle. Achha, now second quadrant we can write in this way as well. So we can write second quadrant as sine of 90 plus theta, cos 90 plus theta, tan 90 plus theta. Okay, so in the second quadrant sine is positive, rest other are negative. So sine 90 plus theta, odd multiple means sine will change cos, cos will change sine, and tan will change cot. Okay, now similarly we can write for the third quadrant sine 180 plus theta, cos 180 plus theta, tan 180 plus theta. Okay, so sine 180 plus theta will be third quadrant sine is negative, third quadrant cos is negative, third quadrant tan is positive, so it will be sine theta minus sine theta minus cos theta and plus tan theta it will be. Okay, achha, third quadrant we can write in one more way, which is sine of 270 minus theta, cos 270 minus theta, tan 270 minus theta. So sine 270 minus theta, what is sine third quadrant? Third quadrant, sine negative, cos negative, tan positive. Sine will change into cos, odd multiple. Cos will change into sine, odd multiple. Tan will remain change into cot. Okay. Now for the fourth quadrant, sine 360 minus theta, cos 360 minus theta, tan